Oopsies. It is day. Oh, what day is it? It is day number 68, and yesterday's video was an absolute fail. I got loads recorded, 2 gigabytes worth. Wake up this morning, pick up my camera, delete it. Of course, I did remember to put it onto the computer, didn't I? And I tried to recover it, and I could. I tried to recover it but it's pretty damn hard to recover files you've deleted, so I didn't get any footage. So I've literally just recorded yesterday's video and I'm going to upload it. What a fail! I bet I won't be doing that again. I felt like such an idiot. I was like half awake deleting it. Like, I knew full well I had to transfer it over, and yet I still deleted it. Such a fool. Such a fool. So anyway, I'm still here. I'm at home and it's nearly 10 o'clock. What the hell is going on? Yeah, I should be at school. And I've had to dive out of lessons today, well, the first 3, because I have my driving test. Whew. So this is going to be intense. My driving instructor's picking me up at 10 and my test is at 11, so I've got to get to school about 12-ish, hopefully. Mildly stressful. So nothing's bad's going to happen. I just don't admit to myself that I'm stressed. The bad thing is that I'm kind of diving out on like an end of unit test in mechanics, so I'm going to have to re-catch up with that on Monday again. And as you know, this weekend is going to be up to my face in work, so don't expect much exciting to happen apart from this. And I think I'm about to head off. I'm going to take my slippers off, so I will come back to you with some good news, hopefully. Maybe bad news, but hopefully good news. Hopefully. What does the title say, actually? Does that say anything good? Is that a giveaway of the future? Do you know the future before I do? Well, obviously not, because this is a day after I actually did it, but do you know before me currently, my past self does? Ha! Haha! Keep calm in DFTBA. Keeping calm, it's not really a thing I've been good at, to be honest. Failed. And if you could fail for having panic attacks, I did. Oh lord, that was horrible. I tried to eat an apple and close my bag at the same time. 1 second. Okay. So basically what happened was, everything went rat shit. I'm not even going to dress it up in smoke or anything. Coming around a corner, full on panic attack. Couldn't control your legs. If you're driving, tip, learn how to control your legs. It doesn't really help if your leg is full on shaking on the accelerator and the clutch pedal. So, yeah, fail. And it was the most stressful period of my life ever. If there's one thing I'm not very good at, it's not being stressed. Road! And I don't even care if someone sees me talking to a camera, because I literally don't give a fucking hell. Stop swearing. Start censoring you. Yeah, panic attacks. They're not my best friend. I used to have them all the time, and then I thought I'd become immune to them until today. And then you have one at the wheel, which is a really best idea, to be honest. If you're going to have a panic attack anywhere, it's not when you're in control of a car. So, full on fail. I was shaking, and usually with a panic attack, the best idea is you either learn how to control it, which takes a hell of a lot of concentration, or you suppress it, which triples it later. So, I'm at a wheel, I can't concentrate, I can't stop the car and concentrate that much on not having a panic attack. So I had to suppress it, which just involved, it was quite major to be fair, but relative to a normal panic attack it was quite minor. Bloody hell! Relative to a panic attack it was quite a minor leg shaking, but because I was suppressing it at a wheel it's quite a lot of leg shaking, and the driving instructor driving test person made me stop the car, and told me to stop what I was doing, and then told me to calm the balls down. I didn't even realise they walked past then. So, panic attacks, they aren't brilliant. I'm going to go to school now, take my mind off everything, because I've got work later. I'll see Lovely after school because she's busy beforehand. She's in ICT, I'm afraid, and I know this person, so I'm going to stop talking to you. Stress. Hurrah again. So we're just coming back, well, I'm not coming back from college, I've just walked around with Lovely for a while, just to calm me down. I'm glad that I didn't get to see her at lunchtime. She spent the lunchtime in ICT. I'm glad about that, because I would have been stressed, I would have made her stressed, and I don't like putting people through, me stressing, because it's not pretty. I'm going to talk to you in a minute. I'm going to walk past some. This is going to be strange, so I'm going to just wait a couple of seconds, Okay then, so I now feel I'm calm enough to explain to you what it is. I'm not going to watch this back on the vlog as of when I upload it, because it'll make things worse. Okay, so basically everything went to pot, everything. It was a stress day, and you know what I'm like on stress days. And I don't really deal with stress all that brilliantly anymore. I used to be okay with it. And then events happened, and then I've suddenly become crap. What I can do is, I can take a hell of a lot of stress over a long period of time. Like, okay, I haven't got a video filmed yet, I'm gonna have to film and edit a video. Oh crap, I've got like 5 different pieces of coursework in. I can deal with that. I'm amazing at dealing with really little stresses, loads of them. Until what I call a stress day. Because stress days happen, and then I fall to pieces. I mean, you've seen them. It's usually every day I go out to take photos of stuff. I have a stress day. Except, obviously today, I couldn't go out and take photos. I had to go and do a driving test. So it was christened a bad day from the start, to be honest with you. So, how do I normally deal with stress? I would... I normally deal with stress by going to... what do I do? I used to... Okay, this is going to be a long story. But we have time for it, and I'm going to work later, so who the hell cares? Okay, so I used to be brilliant with dealing with stress. I never got stressed at anything. Exams did not faze me in any way, shape or form. Any single thing, nothing fazed me. Until... Well, okay, I'm a little bit prone to panic attacks. The problem with panic attacks is that if you have one, then you're going to have a couple for quite a long time. Usually you'll have like a block of loads of them. And it takes a seriously stressful event. What the hell? Mayhem. Okay, yeah, usually with panic attacks, I'm okay for ages, and then I have one because of one seriously stressful event. It doesn't matter what it is, it'll be on a stress day, combined with a stressful event. Because it's like I compile all my stress. I don't get stressed. But then like every 3 or 4 weeks, well, you've seen, I'll be able to like backdate and go back to all of my stress days. I would go back to the stress day. So it's like a cycle. I build up the stress, and depends on how stressful my life is, how quickly this cycle completes itself, and then I stress out for the day. But I'm perfectly fine the rest of the time until one of these days comes along. However, when one of these stress days come, I'll go out, I'll do some music for the day, because music's calming. I go out and take photos of stuff. It depends what kind of mood I'm in on a stress day. However, if you combine a stress day with the stresses of, God, I don't know, a driving test, and then a driving test going incredibly wrong, why have you stopped playing, Mr. iPod? Then you've got quite a concoction for horrificness. So I had the panic attack, and it was a panic attack to such an extent where I couldn't control my legs. So the clutch and the gas were at mercy of my panic attack, and they were just being pressed and pressed and pressed and pressed and pressed. And I had to stop the car, turn it off, and calm down. Usually, when you've got a panic attack, there's usually 2 options. You can either deal with it, just let it take over, which basically involves of just stressing out and then going to play music and then just going mad, do some music for a while, all that kind of jazz. Just deal with it, like take it in your stride, or suppress it. Now at the wheel of a car, you've usually got to suppress stuff like that. So I suppress it. My driving turns horrific. I'm usually a good driver. My driving instructor says, "You're usually a really good driver. What's all this stress?" So I compiled all the stress over the entire thing, and then as I left, you've got to let it all go, because otherwise it's going to build up and I'm going to have a huge phase of panic attacks. But I'm okay now. So top tips for surviving a panic attack would be listening to music, loud music preferably. Playing music is very soothing. Last time I had a solid batch of about 2 weeks worth of severe panic attacks. Piano and guitar. I learned so many songs on piano and guitar, it was unbelievable. Breathing, and I like being on my own, but I think that's a personal thing. Other people like having people around them, but I get like really paranoid when I'm having panic attacks. This is the symptoms, blah blah blah. You can look it up if you really want to. So I think that's the end of my story.
yeah, we went to school and I'm feeling paranoid because I've just had a panic attack and everyone's looking at me. Turn up into maths and everyone goes, no, turned up into sixth form and everyone's like, oh, how'd you do on your driving test? I'm like, oh, how did you do on the mechanics test? Because I failed my test. Oh. And then they were like, oh no, why? This is when I kind of had a mental breakdown and a panic attack at the wheel. And everyone knows me. All of the people who do know me anyway were like, oh, I'm going to shut up. I'm not going to say anything. Just carry on like normal. He does this every blue moon. Leave him, otherwise stuff hits the fan at a high pace. So they dealt with that very well. Thank you guys, even though you'll never see this. Elsewise, I think that's all. I originally didn't want to drive ever again because it was that stressful. It just scared me off, but I concede that I will be driving again. I think we're going to put in for our test on Monday, so whatever date they turn out, that is when I will do my driving test. So hopefully, hey Sean, hopefully third time lucky. Only Sean and Lovely knows about the first time, which went wrong, as you know, for ballsing up. That time was so infuriating because that time I got 2 minors and 1 major because I haven't been on that road before and I didn't understand what was going on. And this time I got a hell of a lot of minors and 2 majors, so I'm going downhill, and hopefully next time it's not like an exponential curve, and next time I will be calmer and I'll just deal with it, drive like I did on the first one and not make that stupid mistake I made the first time. Hey Sean, you know about that one now, don't you, eh? You little rascal, you? You little rascal? So, what is the plan of attack? And I'm assuming you're recording because I heard you beep. Yes, the plan of attack is go home, play some Xbox, relax, calm down, listen to some loud music, play some Xbox, listen to loud music, upload yesterday's video, which was the fail video because I deleted all the files, so that I'm gonna have to like pour in my anger into the description. So excuse me if the description was looked a little bit stressed. Now you know why. Play that dinner, and then I have to leave before 6 because I have work 6 till 10, which is why I went to school. Mother was like, well no, you don't want to go to school because you're stressed. I was like, no, but I'll be able to get rid of the stress at school. I wouldn't be able to do that at work because I'm around everyone I know and everyone's laughing and joking, and I could just take my mind off it. I wouldn't be able to do that at work. I'd just be constantly thinking about it because I'm usually on my own at work. Oh, you feel sorry for me, don't you? So, not very good really. A very costly experience. So much for saving for a car. I've spent loads and my microphone is going to have to be put on a lower list now. I've spent way too much money over the past month, that including having to continue to pay for driving lessons and a new driving test. I can't afford my microphone, let alone a new car that I was saving up for. I'm talking triply quietly because I'm now coming up to my house. So I'm back from work, and I'm finally being trained up as a code checker, but code checking is incredibly, for people who don't know, is incredibly and insanely boring. I could just feel myself going mad while I'm doing it. I'm just talking to myself, and it might be the stress of recently. Also today, I apologise if this video doesn't make much sense. I realised halfway through my talking about all the stress and whatnot that I was drastically trying to forget it. My mind just shuts down whenever I get stressed. It shuts down and tries to forget every single little thing that happened, and I've got to stop it happening. I tried to pour it onto this before I could forget what happened, and then so I can remember later. Stress makes me wipe my memory, apparently. Elsewise, I haven't been stressed at all, so theoretically I should be okay. And work tomorrow, we have work 6 till 10, so I should be able to do something in the middle of the day, which is going to be good. Which is going to be good, even though I think it's. And you know what? I think I might just go to a university open day just somewhere, just randomly. I thought about it today. Just pick a university, go. Because I'm applying like in a week and I'm just going to miss out on all the fun of going to open days. So I might just pick an open day and just go, no, Sid, it's cold. It's freezing as well. I want a long dressing gown. And it's properly cold at night time. And I love it. I was thinking to myself earlier, the other day, the day I deleted all my footage actually, that England is just way too warm sometimes. And if I could move anywhere, I'd move somewhere really cold like Canada or Russia. That'd be brilliant. It has to be cold, or maybe Australia, that Australian region that's snowy. I'd love that.
That'd be brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to catch you later because this video is way too long, so I'll catch you later.